Hello and welcome to Just Hear Me Out, the experimental podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Becca.
And I'm Kay.
And this will be interesting. So on this week's episode, we have decided that we are going to discuss awkward and embarrassing moments.
Oh yeah.
And so we've looked online to see if we can find some good ones, and we're going to be reading them out and kind of giving our opinions and maybe even discussing our own tragically awkward moments, because God knows there is a lot of those in our life. So, yeah. The first one here says, I've just tried on a coat in TK Maxx. It was the coat of a customer trying on another coat. Now I can never leave the house again. Have you ever done that?
Tried on someone else's coat?
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I have. I've tried on yours on the plane, and I ended up getting stuck for about 5 minutes.
So Kay and I went to Amsterdam in January, and he has this thing about flying, and so he put on my jacket to distract himself for the laugh.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it off, which, of course, I was way too busy laughing to try to even help you get it off, and the plane was roasting.
I almost ripped the arms off
Yeah,
that
you
thing.
almost-
I panicked so much.
Yeah, you almost owed me another jacket. Okay, so the next one. When I was in 5th grade, what age is 5th grade?
I have no idea.
Well, when I was in 5th grade, a boy liked me, but I thought he was annoying, so on the playground, when he tried to ask me out, I said no, and I had to think of an excuse. So I started hugging a tree and told him the tree was my boyfriend, and then later saw him kicking the tree and kind of felt bad.
Oh.
That's a bit, like, aggressive. Like, I think that was a lucky escape there,
That
to be
boy
honest.
just snapped.
Like, that was a lucky escape. Are you okay?
Oh, a friend went. Oh my god. A friend placed her order at a drive-thru. She then heard, could you drive up to the speaker? You're talking to the trash can.
That's something that's gonna end up happening to me when I go through the drive-thru. Once I get my license.
Oh my god.
Wow. Why have they got a trash can before the drive-thru? Like,
I don't know.
Like, wouldn't it be better to have it after? What, you want to drive through again to put your trash out and then, like, order more food? Okay. Oh, that's not the story to go with the picture, never mind.
No.
One time I was petting my cat in the dark. I was scratching her chin, and I was like, wow, why is your fur so rough? And then I realised I was scratching her butthole, and she was letting me. Imagine. How do you think a butthole is a chin?
It's a rough ass chin.
No, genuinely though, like, that's weird.
Throwback Thursday to the Halloween when I dressed as the Babadook, but my friend's house had more of a grown-ups drinking wine vibe.
I think you need new friends, but the picture to go with that is brilliant. Look at his face. Yeah, that I think that person needs new friends, because
I would have just walked out with all of the bottles of wine.
you won't be needing these, I will.
I need to forget tonight.
Literally. I don't think wine's gonna do it though.
Wine drunk is a completely different type of drunk.
I don't know. What's your opinion on wine?
It varies.
I'm not really a wine person. I feel like it just tastes like fruity vinegar. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me at all. And I used to say that to people, and they'd be like, oh, it's because you're so young. Like, wait until you get old. And I'm like,
that's what I was told.
No. I will still be drinking fucking vodka when I'm like 50. Get away.
Red wine and 7-Up is amazing.
Red wine? No, okay.
Spritzer.
So, no.
Ooh.
So, for work one year, we got a bottle of red wine as like our Christmas gift thing.
Mm.
And I'd never had red wine, and I was really curious about it because obviously I'd never had it, and it was like free bottle of wine. Sure, not gonna say no. And I'd had white wine, and white wine's not too bad if you mix it with 7 Up. But I tried the red wine for the crack, and I was like, drank it on its own. It is disgusting. And I was like, okay, I'll mix it with the 7 Up or the like lemonade or whatever to maybe go, make it taste better. Like, because I wouldn't drink white wine on its own, but I drink it with 7 Up.
Oh my god, I have a cold.
And so I drank the red wine with 7 Up. It was disgusting, and I mean like absolutely awful. And I just couldn't drink it.
Yeah.
And I was like so annoyed because I was like, this is free alcohol. I'm not going to not drink free alcohol. But at the same time, I was like, this is disgusting and I'm going to get sick. So I don't know why I had this idea, but part of me was like, let's mix it with a bottle of vodka and see will I drink it.
Oh, you animal. Yeah. You absolute.
The only way I would drink the red wine was when it was mixed with vodka, so it tasted like vodka.
That's like drinking vodka mixed with bleach. That's dangerous.
It was so dangerous. Like, and to make it worse...
Obviously not like that, but it's an extreme exaggeration.
It was my younger brother poured the drinks for me because I was playing the PlayStation. So as
I remember that story.
Yeah. So instead of like pausing the PlayStation to get a new drink, he'd be like, oh, I'll just pour it out for you. So he poured it out for me, but he didn't realise you measure your drinks, and he poured like 90% vodka.
In all fairness, like, he's quite young, so...
He is, yeah. He should not be pouring drinks.
He's quite a good mixer for someone that's quite young, when he pours 95% vodka and 3%
he knows how to party.
Coke.
He knows how to party. But, this was, like, Christmas Eve. I did not get out of bed for, like... 3 days. Like, the kids came into me on Christmas morning, like, my brother and sister, and I'm like,
this is still a bit of wine.
Yeah. I could not get out of bed. Like, I was so hungover. I've never been as hungover in my life, even with alcohol poisoning.
What about the Christmas party you went to?
I wasn't too bad the next morning.
I was dead.
You were dead.
I walked home.
I have no idea how you got us back to the hotel.
That was an awesome adventure.
Anytime anyone asked you where we were going, you were like, on an adventure, and we're like, we just want to go back to the hotel. You're like...
I remember getting to the pub, and that's all I remember.
Yeah. The whole way back, you were just like, let's go this way. And I'm like, no, the hotel. Like, where is the hotel? Let's get a taxi. The funniest
part of that story, I remember finding the hostel that we were staying in.
Yeah.
I remember going, that looks like our hostel. It is our hostel. How did you find it?
I was like, I was following you, and you were like, how did I find it? And I was like, I have no idea.
Everyone just goes, I have no idea.
And the best part is, we've never been to that part of the city before.
Yeah,
and we had no idea where we were. One
of our friends who doesn't drink didn't know where we were, and he still didn't know what was going on.
And he was sober.
And he was completely sober.
Yeah. That's because we couldn't get a taxi.
Yeah, we tried, but...
We tried. And then we're like, fuck it, we'll just go for a walk and just wander around the streets. Until we eventually found the place. Yeah. I'm still amazed.
We legit didn't even wander around. We literally took the right path the entire way.
It was like a shortcut.
Yeah,
it was quicker than the way we walked up to go to the hostel the first time.
Yeah.
So I have no idea how you did that. So congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that was that.
The first time, like, we're still on the wine story. The first time I had wine was my school graduation.
Oh.
They had, like, mulled wine.
I thought you said mold wine. I was like, what is why had they got mold in the wine?
It's like a fine cheese.
That is disgusting.
No, it's not moldy wine. If that was moldy wine, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But, you wouldn't be dead, but you're very sick. But,
depends on the mold.
Yeah, they had mulled wine or whatever it is, like hot wine.
Yeah.
And then they had, like, regular wine. I picked up a glass and I was like, it's kind of warm. It might have just been washed.
The glass or the wine?
The glass.
Why don't you...
I picked it up and I was like, this is kind of warm. So I took a sip of it and I spit it all over the floor. I was like, nope.
That is just...
And I still had the glass and I was like, I can't put it back down on the table. So I walked over to the door of where we had our graduation ceremony I walked over to her and I was like, yeah, this tastes kind of nice, and tossed it out the door. And I can't remember what, I think one of my friends walked up.
Please tell me you got caught.
Oh yeah, I did, because I threw it out the door, and a teacher was literally almost out of getting splashed. And a teacher walked in and was like, who did that? And I was like,
Not me.
Not me.
This is not a glass in my hand.
this is not, like, I just down, like, I literally went like that as soon as I walked, like, I put the glass up in the air like I was drinking out of it. Like, to get the
Nice.
last bit of it.
So yeah, if your teacher's listening, they know you fucked mulled wine at them. Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Here's another embarrassing story. Just bumped into a mannequin and said sorry. Then said, oh, I thought you were a person. Then realised I was still talking to a mannequin.
Okay, out of all of our friends, who is most likely to do that?
We all know who that is.
Me.
Yeah.
I am so bad for that. Stop. Yeah, I would 100% be that person. Is that? Oh wow. Sorry, we are getting distracted because we're looking at Pops.
Funko
Pops, and they have a faded silver Bing Bong from Inside Out.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good movie.
It's not silver, it's
But he looks
it's
silver.
clear.
Oh, is he clear? Oh.
Yeah, it's like my violet chase.
Oh. Wow, no. Wouldn't be able for that. I'd cry too much. Anyway, go back to the embarrassing stories, there.
Oh, the embarrassing stories. I have that one. Oh, I don't.
No, you don't. I was going to get that one for you. I told someone at a party that dirty old man is trying to hit on you. And she turned around and was like, actually, he's my fiancé. Imagine the embarrassment.
I'd own it.
I would legit be like, he still is a dirty old man, though.
Wow, your standards are low.
Wow. Like, you can talk.
Was waiting and... Oh my god.
that did not go how I planned.
It's like everything else. Was waiting in line, stepped backwards onto someone's foot, turned around with open hands in apology. Oh my god.
Wow. Finish the sentence.
Turned around with open hands in apology, cupped both of her breasts.
How would you react in that situation? If you just turn around.
If that was me,
yeah.
like getting filled up, or
no, as if you were the one that accidentally filled up your one.
I'd be like, give me my motherfucking money. No, if I turned around and that happened, I'd shit on the floor.
I thought the way you were moving your hands looked like you were going to jiggle them.
No, I'd be like, I'm blind.
Play the blind card.
No, that's horrible.
That is horrible.
I'm sorry, Charlie, that's blind.
Imagine how awkward that would be, though. If someone did that to me, I'd legit be like...
Yeah, we're not reading that one.
Wait, go back to that? Oh my god, no.
Yeah, no.
I really want to, though, but, like, no. Called in sick to work one day. Saw one of my students at the beach. We nodded as we both realised we got caught skipping my class. That's you as a teacher. You would 100... Did it actually happen to you?
Yeah. It wasn't at the beach, though, because I hate the beach.
I was just going to say.
I fucking hate the beach.
Were you in a pub by any chance?
No, but it did happen to me in the pub.
I was like, I know it happened to you in the pub. Wait, so it happened to you more than once? Not as the teacher, obviously, but like with your teachers.
No, I was in hospital and my teacher, like, obviously I had the day off school because my hospital was like an hour outside of Dublin. And I was like, that's great, I'll just take the day off school. Went there and my teacher, I'm not going to say her name, like, cause I don't know what year it was in. It was in like 5th year. Yeah, it was in 5th year, and she walked past me. And I was like, shit. She's gonna think I'm skipping school, and then
in the hospital?
Yeah, and in my head I was like, I'm in the hospital, fuck you.
Who the fuck goes to the hospital when they're skipping school?
No, and then I was like, oh, that must be real bad if you're in this hospital.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's not a good hospital
To make it worse, she was at the time very heavily pregnant.
Oh,
And I was like,
God.
damn.
That,
I was so nice to her ever since I seen her in the
yeah.
hospital. I was like, you look like you must have a tough time.
Oh. So something good came from
Like, she used to hate me when I was in school, but ever since I seen her in the hospital, I was like, so nice.
Yeah. Okay, so...
But she didn't see me, like, she seen me, but she didn't want to see me.
Yeah, like
Do you
the
know what I
whole,
mean?
oh shit, pretend that
Pretend
didn't
I'm
happen.
not his maths teacher.
Okay. Got into the passenger seat of the wrong car outside of Starbucks. The driver waited until I finished my phone call to tell me. That's happened to me. Not outside of Starbucks, but actually, when my mom was picking me up from school one day, I got into the wrong car. And mom was it mom? Or it could have been dad actually, was like, their car was parked like 3 cars behind the other car in the line. And I'd gotten into the wrong car, realised, went, oh my god, wanted the ground to like open up and swallow me. This was in primary school, like this wasn't secondary school. So I was like 11.
Stranger danger.
And the whole time, dad or mom, I can't remember who it was, just sat in their car laughing until I realised, got out of the car, panicked because I was like, okay, well that's not my car. Where's my car? Where's my car? I started freaking out. And then they just sat there laughing and then eventually waved at me. I'm like, I'm here. And I was like, that did not happen. You did not see that, and we are never going to mention that ever again.
Oh. Do you remember the day we went to McDonald's with your dad when we were when he was just finished work? And
I was going to say, no, we never went to McDonald's with my dad, but now I was like, oh yeah.
And there was a family that was walking ahead of us, and they tried to get into your dad's car.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
Their car was parked next to your dad's car.
And then they like casually tried to play it off.
And to make it better, your dad hit the button as they got to the car.
So that they'd get in. I forgot all about that, yeah. That was actually fairly fun. To be fair though, I totally would have done that to their car because it was the exact same car parked side by side. But yeah, what's this one?
Today at work I let someone into a dressing room and they said thanks. And half of me tried to say you're welcome and the other half tried to say no problem. And I ended up saying your problem.
That happened to me so many times in work. Like, you would not believe how easy that is to happen. I had to go to a library and pay a fee. And I was practicing in the car between saying I have to pay a fine and I have to pay a fee. Oh no, I know where this is going already.
Oh, no.
And I walked in and firmly stated, I have to pee, and slapped $5 bill on the counter. The fee was like 10 cents. And walked out. This was like 3 years ago and I still haven't been back. I'm glad that I'm not the only person that this happens to. Like, the person has to like practice what they say before they say it.
Oh, I had an incident like that again in McDonald's.
Good old McDonald's.
No, right. I was talking to one of my friends, and for some reason, one of the lads bought chicken nuggets, and the other one bought. What was it? I think he bought like a chicken burger or something. And I got to the counter.
Did you say a nugget burger, please?
No, it gets worse.
Oh god.
But anyway, someone was talking to me like repeatedly, like until I answered them. And the man goes, "Can I take your order?" And I goes, "Can I get some chicken McNuggets?" And I was like,
Chicken McNuggets?
yeah. Like, not a joke. Ask him about this situation because he purposefully did it so I would mess up my words. And all of a sudden, all I heard was everyone just going, "What? What did you say?" I got circled.
I'm so changed on that to your nickname.
Chicken McNuggets.
And
your man was like, the man behind the counter goes, "So do you want chicken nuggets or what?" I was like, "No."
Leave me alone.
I was like, "Just give me a chicken burger." The guy behind the counter was like 17.
Oh no, how old were you? Was this like last week?
No, it was like a year ago.
I actually remember.
I was 21.
I remember me, my dad, and my granddad were driving down to Cork to collect a wardrobe that we ended up not getting because it was filled with fucking wood lice, which was disgusting. But anyway, and we stopped like halfway.
Hey, fruit pets. Well, pests.
Pets. But we stopped at McDonald's, and Dad was like, okay, I'll get whatever. My granddad was like, I'll get whatever, and then get yourself whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So I walked in, I was in the queue, and I was like saying it over and over in my head, and I was like, so I knew it, and I was like, I couldn't forget it. And then, you know, when like it's your turn to go up, and they're like, next please, and you're like looking at them going, and you forget like how to speak. And she's like, oh hi, how can I help you, what would you like? And I'm looking at her going, and I nearly started to cry because like no words had come out, and I was like 12 at this point. So I'm like 12 or 13. I was like, burger. I'm like full on panicked. I came back out to the car and I was crying, and Dad was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, my words they won't work. And he's like, the fuck are you talking about? I was like, here's your burger, shut up. Yeah, this happened a few times.
Do you want to read another one?
Go for this one, because this will be us.
My friend was driving and we were almost past our turn off, so I tried to say quick and fast at the same time, and I ended up screaming quack, which ended up with him judging me very hard and missing the turn.
Mood. That's gonna happen if I ask you to like direct me to somewhere. You'd be like, turn here. And be like, that's a wall. No, I meant like before the wall.
Yeah, but behind that wall is where you need to be.
Well, I can't go through the wall.
You can.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could, but then you have to get me a new car, so...
Well, I don't have to, I wasn't driving.
Yeah, well, shut up.
You asked me to direct you, not pay for your car.
Well, if you direct me into a wall, you're paying for the damages.
I didn't directly drive it into the wall, technically.
Oh, shut up.
I directed you in the direction of it. You're the one that chose to drive through it. So
That's a fair point.
Boom. You just got logicked. Go on.
Okay, so these are more of the like word smash ones. Like, one of my friends named Ankesh was playing soccer and was about to get nailed in the face. And another of my friends tried to say, watch out, Ankesh, but instead said, Wonkesh. Imagine the confusion of someone just screaming, Wonkesh.
I was in the car with my sister and we were arguing, and I was caught between yelling, fight me and fuck you at her, so I just ended up screaming, fuck me at her.
Wow.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
I was not expecting that.
And I didn't want to read out the other one. I read out an incest one instead. Which is worse.
Nah, it's not.
That's genocide, incest.
I feel like genocide is the worst.
It's way worse.
Yeah. So we have a Texas sage plant that flowers. Not us personally, just to clarify that. But this one reads: we have a Texas sage plant that flowers before it rains. Someone once asked me if it would rain today, and I said, not according to my bush.
That's the truth.
Wow. Oh my god, please read this one.
I'm not reading that one. You read it.
Okay then.
I love this one.
This is one of my favourite ones we've come across so far today. When I was 5, we had the Christmas nativity play in school, for which I was casted as the Holy Mary, Mother of Jesus. Why can't they just say Mary?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why is it the full Holy Mary, Mother of Jesus?
I don't know.
That just reminds me of the Hail Mary.
Oh god.
But anyway, when I was pregnant and travelling with the dear significant other of mine, none other than Joseph, to the stable... I love the way this is phrased, by the way. I proceeded to piss myself right through the dress and let it drop down my leg on the floor. That poor child pissed himself on stage. I froze, and in a moment of panic, my teacher just yelled out, "Would you look at that? Mary has broken her waters early. It's a miracle." That's a nice save by the teacher.
What a save.
Like, fair play to that teacher. Like, that was amazing.
Get some links, but what a save.
Get some links.
Smell a piss.
I was thinking some Pampers.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is from like a job interview.
But these are always the best ones.
The job interviews are the best. And it's by Glenna Ranieri or Ranieri.
I have no idea how you're
I
going to
don't
pronounce
know.
that.
Dyslexia for the win. Boom. Alright, this is for a job interview. Nanny job interview. Told job would involve light housekeeping. Replied, I've never kept a lighthouse before, but willing to try.
That is amazing. I really hope they got the job just for that.
If I said that in a job interview, there's 100% chance of me just going,
Nah, I'm not taking the
nah,
job.
I'm good.
that reminds me of when I was doing my job interview for not my last job, but the job before that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a retail job, and they were like, I think it was like my first job, and they were like, oh, have you any sales experience? And I like
God.
panicked, and I was like, because I was like, I can't really say no. Well, I mean, I could have, but like it looked bad. So they're like, oh, have you got any sales experience? And I was like, yeah, I've sold loads of cakes at bake sales. And I swear to God, the guy that ended up being my deputy manager just pissed himself laughing, and he was like, it's not really the kind of sales we were looking for, but I mean, technically we didn't specify, so, and I got the job, so I have to say that manager was great.
What is this? I can't even say that name.
Okay, so someone else has tweeted, mistook the man limping towards me for someone I knew. And I screamed, my God, what happened to you? The man screamed, I had polio as a child. I ran away. I feel like that's how I deal with all of my problems. Just running away.
That's when I had polio as a child.
That's how I deal with my problems, is having polio as a child.
Pregnant cashier. Oh, QWERTY Jones tweets, pregnant cashier. Have a great day. Me. Thanks, have a great baby.
That's you. 100% you. You can't deny you would do that.
Oh, it's better than the day I was walking home from school and an old man said, how are you doing? I goes, not too bad, sir, how are you? And I was like, oh my God, I just called someone sir.
Wow, you're getting old when you do that.
I was 14.
Yeah, you were quite old for 14. You probably looked like 40 at that stage.
I was shaving by like 13.
Ooh. Can you just clarify that it was your beard?
My beard.
You never know.
My beard. I had a beard by like 12 going on 13. That was a pain. Oh my God. John McKay tweets, on a trip, saw some baby horses, could not think of the word foal, finally shouted, horse kittens! And pointed. Wife understood.
Relationship goals where you can say something as stupid as horse kittens and your wife knows you're on about foals. That actually reminds me, did you ever see that thing where it's like
your wife will think you're having a fucking stroke.
Maybe she's used to it. But did you ever see that thing where it's like a bunch of comedians get together for like Chinese New Year or whatever?
Oh.
It was like a Tumblr post, and there was this comedian whose first language wasn't English. I'm assuming they were Chinese because it was like a Chinese New Year thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they were staying in a hotel and they seen a mouse, but they couldn't remember the English word for mouse. So they were like,
Please tell me it was Mickey Mouse.
No, they were like, no, like it was an actual mouse.
Yeah.
But he was like, so when he rang up to explain to like the front desk that there was a mouse in the room and couldn't remember the word for mouse, they were like, you know Tom and Jerry? Jerry is here. Jerry is here. Because they couldn't remember the word for mouse, so they called him Jerry. Because like,
oh my God.
And I like English is my first language, and that is something I would do because I always forget words.
English is my first language, and I barely know how to speak it.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm around you, because you just blow my mind with illiteracy.
I know, it's like my I was trying to explain this yesterday, but sometimes
words don't come out good.
Yeah, my words don't work, and it's kind of like listening to a CD that's scratched, and it just kind of keeps skipping until it eventually plays the right thing. So that's how my words work.
Do you know there's another shorter way of saying that?
No.
You're a broken record.
I literally left myself wide open for that one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, go on, read the next one.
When I was 7, I had a crush on a girl in my class, and I didn't know how to deal with it, so I wrote her a letter that just said, "Get out of my school." Alright, Kyle, calm down. No offense to anyone called Kyle, but like...
All offense against Kyle's.
Oh no, I know some cool Kyles.
Okay, Kyle. My cousin's name is Kyle.
I know.
My best mom was working at the bank. I had a regular come in and asked me if I had a sec. I replied, "Yes, I have a lot of sex," as in seconds. It took me a moment to realise why he started laughing. Needless to say, I was mortified.
That reminds me of the time when you were like tens of euros.
I'm gonna make tens of euro. What do you mean tens? Literally a lot of tenors.
I thought you meant like 10 singular euros, like tens of euros.
No, 10 ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I asked a co-worker what his son's name was, and he answered Legolas.
Legolas. I'd
I'd say Legoland, looking at it. After
That's
she's...
a big kid.
I can't read this.
Swear, he answered Legolas. After 2 seconds of laughing, I realised he wasn't laughing. His son is actually named Legolas. Wait, does he actually have no Legos?
That's so sad. So, Becky tweets, "Singing in the shower. Guess I was feeling extra what?
Patriotic.
Yeah, my words. See, my words. They don't work. What was the word I couldn't pronounce for ages?
Your own name.
Yeah, that's true. Singing in the shower. Guess I was feeling extra...
Patriotic.
I was getting to it. Patriotic with the national anthem. The neighbour saluted me for a week. Hashtag I got caught.
Are you talking about indicted that you were trying to say
Oh
earlier?
yeah. It has a C.
It's indicted. It's indicted. Why is there a C there?
Is there a C?
Why is there a C there? Why is there a C? It's indicted.
It's indicted. There's a C.
I proved you wrong once and I'll do it again.
Okay. Whatever.
Right, here's the last one coming up. This is from MJ. I took a call at work and tried to transfer her. I was the only person there. I pretended to be someone else with a British accent.
I've done that.
Oh my god.
I did that. I used to work in as an administrator in a transport depot. And
do you want to put your CV out there?
Yeah, go on. Anyone willing to give me a job? But I used to get like these really mad, annoying phone calls. Like, you've seen how bad it was, to the point where I nearly text you to ring me to block the phone, like all day. But I used to get like ridiculous phone calls, like, "Oh yeah, hang on, I'll just double check with such and such," and then put them on hold for like an hour and be like, "Yeah, sorry, things got crazy busy. That person said they'll bring you back." There was nobody else there.
Oh.
But yeah. What is the most embarrassing phone call you've ever had to make?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to make one. To be honest.
Like, can you ring and make your own doctor's appointments?
Yeah.
I mean, I can, but I always fuck them up, depending on who the receptionist is. Because my doctor has like 2 receptionists, and one is his wife. And it's just...
No, I've actually never made an embarrassing phone call.
I've made so many of them. So what have you done that's embarrassing? What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Huh? Excuse me.
That.
There we go. All sorted. I don't know. I think the time I broke my ribs in the gym
Oh, yeah.
and didn't tell anybody for like 3 weeks.
And then when you did, nobody believed you.
Yeah, nobody believed me for about, like, I didn't tell anyone for 3 weeks. I told people, and my mom was like, "Ah, you're faking it."
Well, to be
And
fair,
then
you were fine for 3 weeks.
no, I was not fine. I
Okay.
couldn't breathe.
Well, you didn't tell her, so, you know,
Yeah,
it's
because
kind
I
of
was
on
like,
you.
ah, it's probably just bruising, because I was all bruised up, like I normally was after the gym. Well, not normally, but like, I thought it was like kind of a normal bruise, because it wasn't like black. Because I
Okay.
broke stuff before, but it wasn't black.
Okay.
And it was just like kind of blue. So like a normal bruise.
My bruise? Okay.
And then like 3 weeks went by. I finally got to like the wheezy part where I was like, where it was like very hard to breathe. And yeah, that really hurt. So I went to my mom and I was like, hey, I think I broke my ribs. And she's like, ah, you're faking it. You go into school. So I went to school. And I still had to train at this stage. I didn't have to, I just really like to go to the gym. And
We get it. You like to work out. Nobody cares. Stop making the rest of us feel bad.
fuck off. This is part of the story. But
That wasn't needed.
it was.
No.
Because I went back to the gym and I tried to do the same workout that broke my ribs because I went 3 weeks without going.
Can I just say, like, to anyone listening, if you seriously injure yourself in the gym,
Go to a doctor.
go to a doctor. Don't be like this idiot.
No, my pain tolerance is quite high, so like it wasn't so bad until it hit the 3 week mark.
Yeah, because they had started to like break, like heal in the wrong way, I'm sure.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I went back to that workout, the bar came down and crunched my ribs again, so they literally went like I heard a crunch, even though I let it down lightly, like it was a bench press, and I let it down lightly onto my chest to push it back up, but I put it on my chest and then pushed up, and then I felt like tearing.
Ouch.
And then I dropped it because it was so sore. So the tear didn't help me with pain. Pain shot up through my left side, and then I dropped the weight on me, which winded me more.
Jeez.
I then went another 3 weeks because no one believed me.
Why didn't you just go to the doctor, for God's sake?
Because I was like 16. And I went to my mum and I was like, no, like this is really bad. Went to the hospital and they're like, yeah, this is pretty bad. You have like a couple of healing broken ribs or fractured ribs or whatever. And you've broken muscles in your chest. Like you've torn muscles in your...
I was just going to say, how do you break muscles?
Like I've torn muscles in my chest and all throughout my back. And I was like, what the hell actually happened? Because, you know when you work out, you're in pain anyway?
No.
Okay, well,
Me work out, are you mad?
when you work out, you go into, like, your muscles are in pain the next day. So I had that.
Okay.
I had
Why
that all
would
the time.
anyone put themselves through that?
Because it's fun. But yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing thing ever.
What, that you broke your ribs twice and didn't go to the doctor?
I didn't break it twice, I fractured them.
Well,
And then hairline fractured them.
ouch.
Yeah. I tore my intercostal muscles, which is
Have you ever broken...
the most painful thing ever.
Have you ever broken any other bones?
I didn't shatter my hand, but I broke my hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was sore.
I say so. Is that it? Like, is it just your ribs in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I ever tell you the story about how I broke my arm when I was, like, a baby?
Oh, God.
So I was, like, 2. Yeah, 2. And I broke my left arm because I was standing on the table in my nanny's kitchen.
Yeah.
And this was before they moved down the country. And they lived around the corner.
Yeah.
But I was standing on the table, and for some reason I wanted to be Wonder Woman or Superwoman. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I even knew the difference at that stage when I was a baby. But I tried to like jump off the table and do like a flip somersault and then fly.
Oh, and you wonder why your head like a skip broken CD record.
Oh yeah, like that's not even the worst thing I did as a child. That's just one of many injuries. And whatever way I landed on my arm and like broke it, like clean break.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was painful.
I just found a pop that I wanted. Yeah, we've been travelling a lot lately, actually.
Literally, the longest I was home was last week. I was home for like a full week for once. It's the first time since like Christmas I've been home for a full week.
Last year I spent a total of a week at home.
Yeah, like we don't spend much time at home. At all. Like, cause I'm leaving. I literally get home for like 4 days and then I'm gone again.
Yeah.
Cause I'm off to Scotland now this weekend, and then I come back for a week, and I think it's like 4 days at home, and then I'm back off to Amsterdam.
No, 6 days.
No, because I'm staying with my nanny for the first 2 days because of
the
hospital and stuff. So it's really only like 4 days, because then I'm going to come back up to yours the weekend, because
we're getting our flights out.
Our flights are crazy. Yeah, so we're probably going to like...
Yeah.
Do not live updates, but like record loads of live things and just put them into one big episode.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So if I'm very tired, but no.
So yeah, that'll be fun. You get all grumpy when you're tired.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get my phone out, connected Dublin Airport Wi-Fi, and look at Funko Pops that I can't buy.
Like you're doing right now?
I am looking at sold out Pops, so I can't buy them anyway.
That's actually a smart move. But like, I still want them.
Yeah, I want them, but they're sold out, so I can't buy them.
So that's all for this week's episode of Just Hear Me Out. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy the absolute mayhem that we talk about,
and nonsense.
And nonsense. Yeah, there is no other word to describe except nonsense. So yeah, if you enjoy listening to us ramble on about random stuff, subscribe. Maybe share the podcast with your friends.
Or don't.
Or don't. We really don't care. We're just doing this for the laugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will see you guys back here next week, maybe. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.